Welcome. Today's session, it's one of our wind down sessions I'm really excited about tonight. So what you need is your mat, a few blankets, a few bolsters, maybe a block or two so that you can do a few restorative postures, and your journal, your practice journal, as well as possibly a eye pillow. And then I'd love you to have a box of Kleenex because we are going to start with a little bit of a cleansing practice to help bring ourselves to focus. Because sometimes, even at the end of the day, even when we're needing to wind down, it can be really hard to get there. So we're going to implement a few wonderful tools that will help us get there so that hopefully you can have just a really restorative practice, and that when it is time for you to get to bed, you are able to easily fall asleep. So today's practice is actually about not just rejuvenating in a general sense, but we are focusing on building ojas. Ojas, what is ojas? Ojas is the finest of the primary constituents of the body, according to Ayurveda. It is described as brilliance, human aura, vigor, or zeal. So what we're wanting to create is a really, really deep, nutritive, nourishing experience for your body. So I pulled a card so you can kind of get a sense for what it looks like. This is Ojas. You can see a beautiful tree, the moon. That's kind of the energy that this is projecting. It's like deep, deep nourishment down to the core. And the moon energy is that yin energy, that very lunar, quieting, deeply penetrative experience. So I'm going to read to you what this card says about Ojas. Subtle essence of health and well-being, peaceful and patient. One look is all it takes to see how much Ojas someone has. Have people been coming up to you and telling you how healthy, rested, and happy you look? This is Ojas. Ojas is the subtle essence related to health and well-being with which you are filled. You radiate good health with your glowing skin, peaceful demeanor, and patient essence. Your dietary and lifestyle choices are showing up in your appearance, and your inner state is reflecting in your outer. Continue caring for your sacred vessel and nourishing your body with the foods and practices that make you thrive. So our practice is going to sort of help us make better choices, help us honor our bodies, help us honor our lifestyle, make those choices that aren't always easy for us to make, especially as seasons change. We can get out of routines, out of habits, and we can fall into other ones. So during this practice, I want us to plant a seed for you being able to tune in with your intuition on what you need and actually making the choices that sometimes aren't always easy, but are in service to your overall health. This is what this practice is meant to instill in you, as well as hopefully you'll be feeling really relaxed, really restored after it, okay? All right. So I pulled this card from A Yogic Path by Sahara Rose, just in case you wanted to look at that yourself. So I'm going to come to a seat on my mat. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you lay down on your mat. But before you do that, I want you to get pretty comfortable. So maybe you're going to put a blanket down on top of your mat. Remember, this is about getting restored. And then laying down and either keeping the knees up or putting a bolster under your knees. And as you lay down, I want you to bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. So just allow yourself to get comfortable. Allow yourself to really notice your body lying on the floor. Notice that you come to tonight's practice to welcome in stillness. And I want you to start to plant these seeds of making choices that are in the best service to you, your goals around your health, your wellness, your connections with others, whatever is going to help fuel you and nourish you deeply. Continuing to breathe, I'm just going to read you a little bit more about Ojas as you consider it this planting a seed in which it can take shape from here. Ojas is the basis for clarity of perception, physical strength, endurance, and longevity of the tissues. Soma is the subtle essence energy of the nervous system, the digested essence of all food, impressions, and experiences. So it goes beyond just simply eating a good food. It's actually, once this food starts to get digested, is your body able to handle it? Use all of it to build your strength, build your immunity, build that vitality, the energy. So imagine that you're planting within yourself this connection to what you need, this inner knowing what you need. Maybe you realize you want to be eating a little more plant-based. Maybe you're realizing you need a little more protein. Maybe you realize you're not getting out enough and you need some more fresh air. Maybe you realize that you've been very isolated and you need to connect with friends. Maybe you're not drinking enough water. So planting the seeds of that knowing what you need to help you stay vital, help you stay strong, to help you stay lit from within. They say that Ojas helps us with that inner beauty, and then it manifests in the outer. You have a lot of Ojas, you're sleeping well, you're sleeping deeply, you're getting good deep rest. You have a lot of Ojas, you can take on and tackle a lot. So welcome in aligned actions to help you stay nourished, help you stay well. So just imagine that you are planting those seeds within the body, maybe a few seeds at the root, down near the perineum, near those sit bones, planting a few seeds in the womb area, in the pelvic area, planting a few seeds at the navel, a few seeds at the heart, the throat, between the eyebrows, and near the crown of the head. You're planting these seeds that everything wants to take aligned action within you so that it's easy, it's simple. You don't have to struggle. Even as you plant these seeds, just imagine you can relax a little bit deeper into the floor, trusting that the mat, the floor, can handle holding you. Allow yourself to feel into that stability, the strength. Leaning into feeling grounded, supported, that your needs are met, so that you may honor and take this aligned action. When you are ready, after you feel like you have connected to this vision, this intention for our practice, gently, slowly push yourself to the right side and then push yourself up. Rolling over to the right, pushing yourself up, and then locating a Kleenex. We are going to do a purification practice that is also a pranayama practice. So it is called Vastrika, and they call this bellows breath. So we are going to make quite a bit of action by inhaling fairly vigorously as well as exhaling fairly vigorously. So the action is very similar to using one, they call it a bellows, right? To pump and oxygenate, I'm not going to say that right, to get your fire going outside or in the hearth, right? So you're just taking the breath and being really concentrated in a one area to build the fire. And this is what we're doing. We're going to get some stuckness out so that we can tap into that inner intuition. So grab your Kleenex, go ahead and use it. And you may have done Vastrika with me on many occasions. So you can just go ahead and get started. However, if you haven't, I want you to concentrate your energy at the belly. Inhale, feel an expansion through the belly. Exhale strongly through the nose, pushing the belly back. Try to keep yourself rooted. We're not moving around with our upper body. We're focused at that navel center. So here is what it will sound a little bit like, as well as visually look, which will be hard to see because I'm a little far away and I've got the sweatshirt on, but take a look at what is not moving. Okay, right, watch. You can see my hand is coming in and out. This is the vigor. So there is that fairly vigorous inhale, fairly vigorous exhale. It's not to go crazy. We don't need to give it everything we've got. We want it concentrated. Okay? We don't want it chaotic. Right? So we will do this 30 times in a row. Then I'm going to, let's say, go ahead and exhale completely, relax. And then you'll breathe normally for a few breaths. Then we'll do it 2 more times. So we'll do it for 30, give it a break, give it a rest, 30, give it a break, give it a rest, 30. So before we get started, I think it's always really important for you to just tap in. How are you feeling? Maybe you're feeling tired. Maybe your mind is feeling muddled. Maybe your, stomach isn't feeling great, right? Like just notice how you're feeling. Because I want you to notice the action of this practice. And like I'm saying to you, it's called a purifying practice. It helps clear the mind as well as clear this navel center. And when the fire is stoked, we have better ability to assimilate just food, digesting food, but digesting ideas and impressions, right? Okay, so relax through the shoulders. Inhale deeply and go. Let it go. Relax your breathing. Breathe normally. Relax to the shoulders. Spine is nice and tall. Slight chin tuck. Just acknowledging any shifts energetically already. Moving to our next round. Inhale. Let it all go. Breathe normally, relax. Just notice. Feeling any subtle changes in the mind. Any shifts in the body. Where there may be lightness, where there was once heaviness, just notice. Our final round, inhale. Let it all go, relax, breathe normally. Just tapping in and noticing any subtle shifts. Just acknowledging them, sensing them. Good. And just connecting one more time to our intention. We are connecting to Ojas. We are welcoming in more vitality, more stamina, more strength, more endurance. We are welcoming in making choices that align to build this energy within us so that we are not so susceptible to illness, susceptible to sadness that keeps us from accomplishing our goals, not so susceptible from being swayed from our purpose. Good.